I've got a present for you.
And it is bottom right is Gaoke. And top left in teal is Huiyu. So Huiyu we haven't seen on the stream before. Apparently going to be a really popular player. Going to be very strong by the sounds. So I think he's only a young guy. I think he's studying at the moment. But it sounds like he might be the next big thing out of China. So first time seeing him, he's taking on Gaoke, who's extremely strong. We saw him the other day play against Quas. Gaoke winning 13-11 in a best of 25. That's definitely the longest I've gone. Tank 7 reporting. Welcome in, buddy. Rick's here as well. We all want Big Butt to return, don't we? Flak coming across now. I was too busy admiring how good Big Butt was, so we don't know what's in it. There's the NG. He did have both players waiting such a long time there. Huiyu waiting and being patient, not undeploying it unless he needed to. Then the NG come. So was patient. Harassing the miner here on this left-hand side as well, trying to prevent them getting the gems. There's an early mag out now. No radar yet. Interesting that Gaoke's gone for a double war factory build here. And this miner here is not mining the gems. So not very often you notice Gaoke making a mistake. But definitely right now is not mining gems. Has 4 miners on one patch and only 1 miner here on this ore over here. Not the best mining out of him, but he has harassed over this side. Now has his radar up. Huiyu trying to spread his miners around. So the NG is still alive. We all miss Big Butt. Tank 7 reporting. Hey, Big Butt, we miss your BF dance. Oh, this Connie getting a little bit of chip damage on the mag. Loses kind of half its health. Miner got to come across. Miner's just in a little bit of chip damage on the flag. But the Flak NG is looking to land on one of these buildings. Harassing the miner in the minute. Some siege choppers out. So a really unorthodox build from Gaoke. This is not something you'd expect to see, but this is Gaoke. He is the master. He is truly one of the best. So whatever he opts to do, it's normally going to work out pretty good for him. Little Pikachu there out of Big Butt. He's still here. He's still listening. He's considering coming back, guys. We've heard it here. He's considering. Are you in Canada at the minute, Big Butt? Is that what I heard last time? Oh, NG goes down. Siege choppers harassing the miners. Iron Curtain is out as well. Really, really strange play style from Gaoke here. Playing siege choppers. This is one of the things we have seen out of the Chinese players once they've been on the stream is their sort of ability to bring in other units that you don't truly normally see. We see Gujul playing with Apox regularly. See the choppers. Choppers aren't bad against Yuri though, to be fair. They're a good option to split. Obviously Yuri's ability to be able to split around the map is quite difficult, so adding in choppers as well just gives it another dimension and makes it more difficult. Some drones already. Psychic Dominator comes out. It's quite forward as well. Normally see the genetic mutator first, but it doesn't do so this time. Power would be a nice snipe. Doesn't dive on it. Just looking here at the base. 3 war factories. So nice IC there with the drones. Takes care of this army, takes care of this army. Potential here for him to get a miner. Does get one miner. Deploys the siege choppers. He knows he needs to get up because of that mastermind. Do you think we want the unit counter on? We did use it last time, of course. Should I keep with my own scoreboard, or should we use the unit counter for the next one? Chopper's going up to the top side, then we wouldn't mind the battle lab. Going to harass the miners again. Ball shield used. Nuclear missile has 7 minutes. Iron Curtain is about to be ready again. Psychic Dominator is in 4 minutes game time. The nuke. Nice build up to these gems as well. 6 war factories for Huiyu. A good 4 masterminds in here, so can't push in with here. The Iron Curtain 3 minutes away now. Choppers are still coming. Such a strange sort of game, this one, but nonetheless, Huiyu is doing well. Does get that mastermind. So Dominator is ready. It's quite hard for us to catch where the Dominator pops. So it gets 2 war factories and a ref. There's a nice ref he got as well. Here come the drones, and he on the bottom side here is clicking down. So all of this army here does go down. Kind of miss a little bit of the action there. Siege choppers coming up to the top side. Now there are a lot of masterminds on the field here. The Iron Curtain is ready. And we'll get a free mastermind there. This bunker gap doing a lot of nice work. And another one. $11k in the bank for Gaoke. 3k in the bank here for Huiyu. I think he did this, just wanted the to get as many drones there as possible. All the Desolators to open that space up. Nice use of the masterminds, just tucking in behind. Iron Curtain is ready. Has been ready for a long while, in fact. Big push up right here on the top side. Does Iron Curtain just 2 rhinos. The aim here will be to get rid of these masterminds. Trying to get rid of this mastermind. 2 more coming in, though. And then more coming around this side. Gaoke could be in trouble here. 1 mastermind goes in, does it? No, potentially not. Nuke is out. Yeah, it was a war factory and a battle lab. And got the bunker as well. Choppers are there. Lashes coming on the bottom side as well. Lashes coming up on the top side as well. Genetic mutator has been used. They only got sort of 4 brutes there, but could be enough. Top side doing some work. Needs to defend against that. Needs to come over to here as well. Iron Curtain goes down. Nuclear missile is going to go down next. And Gaoke quits. I think sort of players that are admired, I think on CNC, I think obviously Woody was always one that everybody wanted to see and admired. But I think second behind that probably was Big Butt. I think if you could pick any person to come and play a show match in Yuri's Revenge, I think Woody would probably be opted to be seen first, and then second I think would definitely be Big Butt. My money would be straight on Big Butt. I don't know, does Woody play anymore? I know there was a talk at one point that his demand for money become really, really high, but I don't know if Woody even plays anymore, does he? That's good. So Big Butt is good at use of Alec now versus Yuri. That's good. That's always the hard thing for allied is obviously you match up with Yuri so much, but I think players like Gaoke and that have proven that you can make it work. I think France is normally the option to try and beat Yuri. So we're here on Poltergeist. It is Soviet Gaoke versus Huyu's Yuri. Should look to get probably a miner. There we go. Early Rhino here on the bottom right hand side. Going to look to come and harass the miners. I'd like to have 2 miners here on the gems personally. I know obviously the weakness of doing that is you're a lot more accountable to this sort of stuff. But it does bring the second one over now. Can just get a brute here. Can just build a brute and it'll push them back. Or at least force his opponent into a rhino. But the brute is a good counter here. And then just wants to bunker that. Yeah, nicely done. Maybe he could ult, but I don't think he would get it. Oh, this miner has come across and he hasn't meant to do so. 2 of them. Yeah, this is a mistake here from Gaoke. He maybe had it rally pointed and wanted to build miners on the back of it. Now a mag comes out as well. Deso is out. Is walking all the way down to this bottom side here. Maybe able to get in there quickly and do something. Doesn't. Comes back for now. So 2 war factories versus 1. The Soviet player, as we can see, has the Iron Curtain on the field. Deso walking up to the top side. Battle lab, I like the battle lab placement right near where the bunker is. And also can force shield all of that, most likely, for when the nuke comes, if we get there. Chaos Drone is out, that's to counter the Deso. Nice new ref placement there. And also the industrial plant. A preempted sentry, that's it, for when he comes across the bridge with that mag, he knows there's an opportunity there to get a miner. So puts a sentry there ready to try and prevent the mag coming across. Nice idea, I like that. And the war factories are up to 3 now. Gonna get a drone. And second war factory here for Gaoke. So Gaoke in teal. If anyone did miss it, we had Gaoke versus Quas a couple of days ago. It was a best of 25. Lasher gets droned. This is going to get droned as well if he's not careful. So Rhino's coming down to the bottom side. Iron Curtain is not ready just yet. So change into Sea Shoppers. We need to see Big Butt. We need to see an Allied. I wouldn't mind just seeing an Allied versus Soviet series. I wouldn't mind. Actually, do you know what I wouldn't mind seeing? I wouldn't mind seeing Big Butt play against Osama's Soviet. Osama plays Soviet a lot as well as he does play Yuri, but he plays Soviet a lot as well. That'd be pretty good. A versus S series. Discs are here. Siege Shoppers are here as well. Flaks are there to try and counter that. These sentries are, you can see now where they're getting value from, just sitting there, making it harder. There's the genetic mutator out. Trying to get the war factory. He's going to get the war factory. Could stay there, actually. Sea Shoppers now come back in a push.
Player defeated.
And, oh, there was a split up on the top side, I believe, that we may have missed there. So it is this time, it is in red. It is Huiyu. So he plays as Soviet this time versus Gaoke in green. So Gaoke now switches to Yuri. Platinum Jaws, welcome on him. Welcome on in. So, green this time is Gaoke. Both players have an oil in the middle. Barracks placed at the back. Sometimes you do see players try to get across the bridge with a double NG to capture the oil, but at this level, players will already have a cannon or a sentry normally ready. It's quite rare that you try that nowadays, but sometimes players do still try it, and it does work. Sometimes Soviet, especially against Allied, may repair the bridge and rush and go zero with a war factory here as well. That can be quite scary for Allied to hold. Initiates here on the miner just stops the dog coming in and killing the slaves. Doesn't opt for a drone out of the war factory here, Huiyu. Goes straight to the miner. Imagine we'll see a ref. And then over to the radar. Here's a flak. 2 flaks. Going to look to try and harass the miners here. And all you do is you just put the flaks just out of range of the miners from being able to hit it. Somewhere in here. And just as the slaves come out, the flaks can chip away, prevent mining time. Still pulling out the miners here. There's the deso in the flak. Put a wall here. Here comes a deso. This is going to be a really nice deso. Mag is here, so he needs to get it out quick. There we go. Does deploy. Doesn't keep it alive, though. That's the only disappointing thing for him. So, remember, this is Gaoke this time playing in green as Yuri. Battle Lab is out. He's got 4 miners on this patch here and 2 miners on that patch here. So he has 6 miners. And that is against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 miners apiece. Another man comes out. I'm not sure if there's a deso in here or not. Don't think there was. Oh, there is. There is a deso. Oh, couldn't get that last deploy there just to stop some more mining time. So siege choppers, again. It's very interesting to see how the Soviets try to play against Yuri. Siege choppers are very common with the Chinese players. Very rarely seen on CNC show matches, generally speaking. Going for the oil. Let's have a look at the build. So 2 war factories now. Big Butt, what do we need to do to convince you to play a show match? There's a saying in life that every man has a price. Every man has a price. You got to name your terms and conditions, and we'll get it to work. Nice genetic mutator. A lot of brutes there. Has this split here on the left-hand side. He needs to get a drone over to there. It's still drone. It's still IC, but it wasn't able to get over there. So the oil went down. $50 starting units. Berg here. Welcome, Berg. Still fairly early in the morning for Berg. I think Big Butt is that side of the world. I think he's in Canada. Not too far from maybe where Berg is. Oh, sorry. The siege choppers, it surprises me they reach up the cliff that far. Mag though, he needs to click on the mag, otherwise he'll lose that. The way that just happened, it makes the game look very old, the way them choppers kind of just flew up the cliff there. The animation on that looked quite strange. A lot of brutes here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miners there. Wow, really big boost on the eco. But has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not a miner on the gems. The iron curtain on the drones. There's 2 masterminds he desperately wants to get here. 3. Would have loved to get one over to there. Is going to do so. And that is a really, really good iron curtain. Thinned out that army massively. Nuke is now ready as well. So the nuke gonna come. Where's the target? Does it just opt for the war factories in the lab? It probably does. That's a second MCV that goes down. There's still another MCV. Sea Shop is trying to come across. Red is Huiyu, yeah. Gaoke in green. Oh, mastermind there with the tower. Nuclear missile hasn't been used yet. He overloads and he does grind them. Here comes the nuke. Comes on this left-hand side. Didn't quite get as many. Got some brutes there. Actually, quite a decent amount of brutes there. Didn't get all of them, but there was a lot of brutes. All of these miners here on this patch. Neither player has got onto these gems yet. Obviously, really difficult. Oh, the oil goes down. Really difficult for a Soviet to get onto the gems, but there's just one mag on the cliff prevents it. Iron Curtain is now ready. And just still one siege chopper alive. We'll get that back. Second MCV is out. Look at all these over here, which is hidden. So Gaoke in green as the Yuri player. Masterminds are coming. No force shield available, but he might lose a lot of his army here, and he hasn't got the battle lab, and he has lost a good half of his army, and he's able to grind them units up. No Dominator yet. Preempted flat cannon is nice, however there has been no discs as of yet. Super, wow, first time in the chat as well. Hope you're enjoying. These are 2 Chinese players, if you're not aware. Or you may be aware, you may know more than me. Gaoke in the green, and Huiyu with the name of Rainy Day in game. And there's the discs now, so has no flax on the field here. And this is going to be a lovely bunker and gap placement. Iron Curtain is ready now. Going to come across the bridge. This is nice. One of the things that Legend does exceptionally well. When Yuri is right in your face, pushing, you've got to try and go around. Can't go straight down the throat. Force shield has been forced. A lot of brutes down there. So Iron Curtain is ready, and the nuclear missile is ready as well. So you can take the battle lab this time, because obviously force shield has just been used. The power would be nice. Yeah, power would be nice. There we go. So just the 1 power plant on the field. Trying to get a miner here as well. And Mag's going to do some work there as well. Drones are still coming in. So it doesn't have the option just to spam out the masterminds this time. There is no battle lab on the field yet, but it'll be coming very soon. Second power plant on the field. Huiyu trying to make this game go to 4-1. This is a nice press from him. No other. There's one MTV still on the field. Masterminds are coming. And there's a grinder right there. So you've got to be careful with his tank control. Gets the... Oh, nice. Gets a grinder. You can just get out here. This has been a good play from him. He is losing miners here, though. And he is losing. We're down to 3 miners on that right hand side. Now going to be, yeah, needs to sort out his eco. He's going to struggle here a lot. He doesn't have an oil, and his opponent has all these slaves over on the left side, which means he can just keep using the mutator and has miners on gems. So his miners need to move down there. But kind of needs to do something quite quick is Huiyu, because he has no real miners left and has no real ore that he can go mine. As I said earlier, this bit here is so difficult to go mine because the mags just sit on the cliff. This has kind of got to be a big push coming. Gets the power, doing kind of well here. And so here pushing on the left hand side as well. So there is a battle app, so Mastermind can come out and he quits. Yes, that's he had miners on both patches of gems. He'd mined a lot more. He had the brutes coming out like crazy. But you have to grind down Yuri, don't you, when you're playing a Soviet? And maybe just did enough there. So let's check back on the colours. Teal is Huiyu, and the dark blue is Gaoke. So Gaoke as Yuri. Tank 7 says Yuri always dies with millions. The thing that people sometimes people don't realise as playing as Yuri, even when you're winning a game, sometimes it's hard to get offensive value. It can be difficult. So the Desos and the Iron Curtain. As soon as you got yourself an army and you think, okay, I can push in now, I've done well. It's like, oh, the Iron Curtain's ready again. It can be difficult sometimes. People underestimate how difficult and hard it can be playing as Yuri. Of course, when played well, it looks OP, but it is difficult. So I'm going to get an oil here. Lasher is out. Oh, it does lose a lot of Connies there. Probably would have liked to have kept some of them alive. Black is out. There was a barracks nearby as well, so I'm anticipating that there's going to be an NG in this flag. Oh, goes down. Maybe a second flag NG here. Could come across the MCV if it is here, forcing and deploy. Oh, does keep it alive. The MCV. And keep it on the field, but does force an undeploy and forces another cannon. So it's forced him to spend a lot of money here. He's now shooting the gems. And he is pushing the miners here. We saw Gaoke play here, I believe it was Gaoke, only a couple of days ago, and lost all of his oils very early on, but yet still ended up on a 5-6 war factories really early on. The brute there to help against the rhinos. That's a good count now. Radar now out as well. So Deso needs to come from here. Black is out. And there is a Deso. Black is going. There's nothing in this black. I'm almost certain there isn't a Deso unless I missed it. He had it in there before. Oh, the tower doesn't quite reach. Coming on the left-hand side. Mag will be there enough. Nice mag juggling. The brute there just able to help. Tower comes out. Gets a rhino and a black. So Gaoke with a bit of a troubling start in terms of losing the first oil, having been pressed by the NGs as well. Has defended well, and he's pushing miners out behind this as well. So 3 miners up here for Teal, which is Huiyu, and 2 miners there, which is 5. Deso there just doing some work. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 miners there, 4th there, 5th there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we think it's 10 miners versus 5. An oil advantage for Huiyu. Gaoke now is struggling with his eco at the moment, but should be okay shortly. Huiyu in Teal. it has around 12 grand in the bank. Black coming on this left-hand side. Potentially a Deso in there. Or just maybe just sitting on the gem of the slaves. Siege choppers being used again. Really does force the Yuri player to keep an eye and has to keep watching the splits. It also forces them into building a lot of gaps. Chaos drone is there. Let's get the deploy there, but still will grab it. Siege choppers are there. Nice gat cannon. This is looking okay for Gaoke. This is looking pretty good. Huiyu is in. There's only one gat there, so gat cannon comes out again. Puts him low power now. Couple of gats there to try and help. Chaos drone doing some work. Siege choppers needs to be careful running into them gats. And we just see all the gems are now mined out for Huiyu. This going on the right hand side. Apple PI says, love seeing siege choppers. I see drones are here. This doing some work on the other side. May look to see if you can just get this oil before the IC kills, but not, I don't think that's going to happen on the right hand side. That is all drone there, bar there, just a single gap. Or yeah. Oh, we're losing some rhinos there to that tower. And there are a lot of masterminds on the field. Nice flat cannon, but the mags here are going to do a lot of work. Oh, just. There's still one mag left. Gets one miner. Not able to get a second just yet, but he'll struggle to overload here with two masterminds and a disc there. He'll just be able to click. Pushing in on the right-hand side is Huiyu, whose eco is struggling now versus Gaoke's, who's on 15k. Huiyu is completely broke. And the grind there. Iron Curtain is ready. Nuclear missile is about to be ready as well. So much going on here. Kind of hard to keep track of all this on my own. Especially with the colours being blue and teal. Very difficult. These choppers are fighting against the discs. Masterminds are on the field as well. There's plenty of them. And a miner going down. Gaoke is winning this game. A lot of discs now. This could be GG right now. I think this is game. Nuke coming in. And look at all the war factories. And there we go. They've got Yuri versus Yuri. First time. Hopefully we don't get too many of these. Cross versus Gaoke the other day. The second half, or at least the last patch of the series was really dominated by 1v1. When you're streaming a long series, it's can become a little bit fatigued as a caster on your own watching 1v1. Hopefully you guys can stick with this one. Hopefully we'll go back on to some mixed matchups. Although as I do say sometimes, when you play Yuri yourself, you're probably a little bit more flexible in terms of watching Yuri versus Yuri, because it does take a skill and the play style that you play and your unit control. Them things all still come into play, no different to any other matchup. But yeah, players, and I think viewers much more prefer the mix matchup. One factory placement there is interesting. Should pull this one down to the gems. Yeah, he will do. Both players. So goes for a second war factory here is Gaoke. So Gaoke is in pink. It is Huiyu in red. He goes for a second war factory. So he'll be ahead here on miners early is Huiyu. See 3 miners here. Now goes to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 now a piece that are even. There's the second war factory. Brute coming across. I'm not sure if he's had a scout actually, Gaoke. The Brute we saw go down, and then there's a second. Not sure if that was the original Brute or that was a second Brute actually. I thought we saw this one go down in here. Moving the miners into the middle is nice. Trying to take map control early here is Huiyu. And you don't really want to allow your opponent just to take these in the middle without any risk. Oh, this initiate in the building doing some work. Gets a gat, nearly gets a second one. There's the mags countering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 war factories versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 war factories. A lot of lashes in here. Oh, and the miners need to be careful because the mags can juggle, but this could count as good fodder. Drops. Does get one of them. And it is Gaoke who's in a good position here. He doesn't have any of these buildings garrison except this one here. Could have helped him a little bit. Trying to get the miner. Needs to spam mags here, does. Huiyu. And now the masterminds start to come. No battle lab just yet for Huiyu. His eco is struggling as well. Where's his opponent? He's on 6k. He gets a mag. Oh, the mastermind is there. Gonna get overloaded, but it's doing work. Both players are masterminds in promising positions. Does drop hit, which allows him to overload, but he's overloading here as well. Needs to click down here. Needs to click down fast. But he has the masterminds there, which will retake over. And then other masterminds up here, which have taken over, have killed off a battle lab, I believe. There was a battle lab just there. War factory goes down. Needs to juggle. The masterminds can't take control anymore because units that have been controlled. Mag goes to elite. Trying to overload. Radar, will it go down? There's an elite mag which gets it, which will force him back. It had been rebuilding that battle lab. And that does gather his army back up. And on the field now is a decent army here from Huiyu, plays in red. He did well to defend that. He was in trouble there. An elite mag possibly going to go down there, trying to hit that war factory. Gats there. Radar back up. They're just going to build masterminds here. Look at the masterminds and the discs. There's 2 miners up here. 1 miner being moved down here on this bottom left hand side spot. Trying to split up his army here as well. See some going to the left, some going to the right. This through the middle. And kind of has the guts to defend against this, but he could just push the mastermind straight forward with this. Nice gut cannon. So many masterminds here. He needs to be careful he doesn't just run them straight through, which would take over his army. Very difficult position here for Huiyu. Has all of his gats at the back. There are a lot of masterminds. And he's dropping them. He's doing a good job here with the discs. And then the counter for the discs is the gats, but the masterminds are running around. The gat cannon is helping. Another gat cannon comes out. Still a couple of gat cannons left. We'll come over to the lab, maybe in the MCV. There's no grinder. Oh, the discs are switching around now for Huiyu. He pushes in himself. He uses the genetic mutator. His opponent doesn't have one. Lots of war factories, so we'll produce fast. Mastermind there trying to help as well. It's on the power. So many war factories. Huiyu trying to switch this game back. Does get the battle lab. He has done radar so live, so mags are coming. And maybe just commits himself a bit too far there. Now falls all the way back. So now it's Gaoke's time in pink to press down the field. And it's Huyu's turn to try and defend. And a scary army looking to come. The War Factory production. Look at that. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gaoke's eco now starting to struggle a little bit. Huyu's on around 7k himself. Push up to this top side here. Oh, the juggle. He'll get 2 miners there. Does get 1. Keeps this one alive, actually. Should have really got 2 there. Didn't drop the miner on the cliff. And this is a huge army for Gaoke. Gaoke trying to make this 4-3. Going to split here to the left-hand side. That'll allow him to get 2 miners. And gets a miner over here. So he's thinning out the miners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But probably a good couple of them are going to go down. Engagement in the middle. Here we go then, boys and girls. Players fighting again. Hard to tell who's winning. The Mastermind's trying to overload. Mag's coming around the backside as well. Huiyu has been pushed back. Both players are broke currently. More mags coming in. A couple of discs still there. A lot of these units are already mind controlled. The genetic mutator just missed. So it gets some. Yeah, it does get some. Looks like it missed at first. Not sure what happened there. There's an elite brute. It looks like both players pull back, and it is Gaoke again who's got the bigger army. Really forward battle lab placement there. Still has this mine on the left hand side, but it is being harassed. Miners here, 4 of them mining efficiently. All of these miners now mining well for Gaoke, and it is a matter of time before Gaoke wins this game. Super wow, yeah, I agree with that comment actually. This is actually a non-boring Yuri versus Yuri. Actually been a lot of action this game, and a lot of engagement. Sometimes it takes a long time for Yuri versus Yuri engage. Sometimes both players are waiting to see which player will push first and then use a defensive hold. Especially on a map, sometimes like downhill rush you get it. But this has been back and forward, and both players have been in positions where you thought they might be able to win the game. But being able to, the opponent's been able to hold on. Elite mag there, drops it on a slave. Did he drop it on just on a slave, or where did he drop that? Anyway, gets an elite mag, and that's nice. These are the efficient miners. Oh, look at that. GM up on the top side. Gets 1 miner. Should get 2. Will he get 3? Ooh. Engagement in the middle. This is going to be GG. Nothing else going on. 4-3. Okay, we're back to Soviet versus Yuri. So it's Huiyu in orange. He's the one who plays as Yuri. 2 oils here. It is Gaoke in teal of Soviet. I'm not a big fan here. I've said this before. Not a big fan here playing Yuri myself. Especially with a map where you have expansions in oils. It can be difficult to defend for Yuri, but not so much that. I just think it's a good size map for Soviet to play Yuri on, in my opinion. Connie's going to push up to the top side. Initiate goes down. Brute coming across, so we'll scout over to the main base. Double NG here. Gaoke with a double NG. Grouping up the Connies. Flak going to come. So double NG Flak with Connies pushing in. There's the radar. It's going to bunker up. That's going to be a nice bunker. And if you look at his base now, you wonder where can the NG come, really. Where the mag out now as well. You wonder, really, oh, that is going to go down. Huiyu, there's the, it goes down. Top left-hand side. All of that goes down. Realises there's a wall there. Has gone miners on the back of this. Has 4 miners versus 3. So it has forced him to spend money. 4 now. NG can come in now, but could be a tower ready. Rebuilds a wall. Gonna lose it. So double NG Flak goes down. Still alive somehow. And this has been a really nice defense from Huiyu. It's made us look really simple against Gaoke here. Never looked like he was really in any danger. You think two Connies coming, Connie rush coming at you with a double NG Flak behind it. I think that could cause a lot of people some issues, but and now he's trying to get his own value. Not going to quite drop it. Just wants that tree to drop it on. But also trying to keep out of range. One miner has got himself into some trouble there, driving all around all sorts. Saw this miner come over from this war factory here, I believe. Unless it potentially was intentional, actually. But yeah, would have wanted the second war factory so we could prime it. But yeah, he's probably intentionally done that, come to think about it. Doesn't want all the miners on one patch. But a long way for him to drive. Miner's been pushed on the top left-hand side, and he's also loading lashes. Just one lash, so the miners are 1 here, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who you want 9 miners versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe. 20 of you are with us. We're now hitting the hour mark. If you haven't done so already, please do drop a follow and see further show matches. It's always appreciated. We have lots of S-class show matches. We also bring A-class as well. And also B-class as well. We like to have a variety of show matches on the channel. Sometimes we stream some tournament games as well. Lasher and a couple of Gats trying to push in. Not a good push there, though. Connie's being spammed out. They'll help against the Mastermind. Help to overload as well. And there's no Gat in here anymore as well. Push here on the bottom right-hand side. There is potential for a mag to draw up a mine on a rep. Nice Deso comes out. Trying to get the battle lab. Iron Curtain is ready. Nothing else happening on the field just yet. Mag going to do some work here. 2 mags. Nothing else on the main base. He's going to push over to the left-hand side. Oil will go down. That's a nice oil to get. The refinery stays alive, so it doesn't lose expansion. Mastermind now running across where the Connies are. Connie's going to do some work in terms of killing... The Flak's going to do some work in terms of killing the Connies. So here comes the push on the Rhinos on a miner. The Iron Curtain is still ready. He'll try to bait the lashes in, one would imagine, but he's going to push the lashes down here on the bottom side. And needs to be careful. He does get a nice Deso deployment, but he might just come straight over to the Iron Curtain. Losing miners. Big army back in base. Rhino numbers are catching up quick. Trying for the nuke. Doesn't get it. has overloaded. Oh, still hasn't popped the Iron Curtain yet. Now pops it. Doesn't want to make the same mistake twice. Going on to the MCV. Will he get it? These have been hit by a Deso, and that Deso radiation was enough earlier on for them Rhinos to be able to kill them Lashes. And Desos, which were here, was enough there to weaken them Lashes enough so that he kept his MCV alive. There was no Service Depot either. Some slaves coming across over to the War Factory now. All the power. And Huiyu, who has a Dominator on the field, has a Genetic Mutator. Nuclear missiles are now going to be ready for Teal, which is Gaoke, of course. So he might lose a power here. Don't really want to lose a power. He does lose a power. Nice deploy on the Desos there. The Rhino's pushing up the field. A minute until Iron Curtain time is ready. But there's two veterans in here. He needs to be very careful. He doesn't throw away an elite. Drones look like they do some work. Genetic Mutator will get it. And there's the elite. And now the Iron Curtain is going to be ready. Oh, looks like... Okay, looks like we had a bit of an issue there. That happens sometimes. The Iron Curtain is ready. Some work down the bottom side here. Huiyu was in a really good position for a long part of this game. It needs to force this Iron Curtain ASAP up here. It does. An elite still alive. Gotta get the battle lab doing work here. Power comes out. Oh, doesn't quite get the elite though. Does get the elite here. Oh, and turns it back. Needs to click, needs to click. An elite comes out. MCV. No, a grinder on the top side. Grinder pushing here with a masterminds. Doesn't able to click them down to keep it. Still two elites alive. Ooh, Gaoke has flipped this game on his head and he's going to tie things up to 4-4, one would imagine, unless something pretty incredible happens here. Tower is there but doesn't have the power. Still no power. Needs some initiates and needs to garrison, fill up this power plant if it's not already, but 4 war factories and the radar goes down. So this time we have a Yuri versus Yuri. Welcome, Wing. Power drop up onto the top side from Huiyu. So Gaoke is in red, Huiyu is in the purple. Oh, nice play. But I need another. Oh, it brings over the Lasher. Harassing on this bottom side. This is a nice oil to get. And he gets the barracks. It was a second barracks though. But that's a nice oil to get so early on. This mana on the gems is beautiful. And both players doing the same thing, in fact, on the top side getting them gems. Power drop on the top side. Power drop on the bottom side goes down. He's repairing it, and he's bringing the miner. Cannon comes out. Lots of initiates have gone down for both these players, but have forced cannons, so forced money. One miner there, one miner, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miners for the player in purple, which is Huiyu. Miner count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like 10 for Gaoke. Oh, the mag is coming. Needs to deploy this miner pretty quick. Needs to deploy the miner, or the mags will get it. These mags are in a good position now. There's a mag trying to counter 2 mags. Deploys it just in time. So, miners being pumped from the war factory. Quite common that once players get to 5, 6 war factories, they'll pump a couple of miners up because if we know the builds are quick. Initiates there get a flash out. How many mags there are? Miner come out of the war factory there. Neither player on... There's a battle lab tech. I'm about to say neither player on lab tech, but there we go. So I'm going to start moving the miners here. See what's coming out of the war factory. So there's mags and gats. Mags and gats. I drop on the bottom side. Initiate's just sitting here trying to kill off some slave miners, doing some work. Oh, push here. There are 2 gat cannons though. I'm not sure Huyu's being brave here. I'm not sure if this is the right play. He might be a bit too deep here. Trying to juggle, both players are. Does come back now, but he's opted for the build with a lot of discs, where his opponents had opted for the build with gats and lashers. Probably wants some masterminds in his army here himself. He does deploy. There's the masterminds coming for him. So many mags. Oh, does just split off his units. Get some joy. Another war factory comes out. The Gaoke has been an oil behind through most of this game. There are a lot of miners. Grinder out now. Fire drop on this bottom right hand side again, can just sit there and try and kill up some slaves. Stop the eco. Huiyu is on around $700. His opponent Gaoke is on around 10,000. See, he's now just starting to use the power drops just to grind. I think it's about an extra 1,400 or so he'll get for each time he does that, but this is quite effective to do this. Could do with moving them forward just a little bit further. Now there are a lot of masterminds here. There are a lot of mags there. Moving the miner there now. Still both players mining efficiently. Lots of miners still on good ore patches. The exception of, well, probably the exception of that one. Power drop on the top side, just starting to do some work now as well, like this was doing earlier, only now being killed off. This power drop up there, he does realise. I'm just texting Doofus. It's a bit AFK there on the casting, went a bit quiet. So a lot of discs for both these players now. It looks like Gaoke says he's got enough units on the ground. I'm just going to pump the discs. And Huiyu looked like he said, I've got enough discs, so I'm going to pump a lot of masterminds now. But he's now back on the discs. Two-way split here in Yuri. Wow. There's the mags. We've got the higher ground here. He wants the mastermind. That's what he wants. That FPS has been boosted again. We're all about your juggling now, and your mastermind's getting them forward. Tank control is important. Mags are being kept at the back here. Oh, he's going to get caught around this cliff. He desperately needs to get his masterminds in position. The mags keep dropping them. Nothing else going on. Big engagement. Really hard always to tell. I think Gaoke is winning this personally, but it's hard to tell. Huiyu looks like he's behind on the discs. The masterminds come in now. They're starting to overwhelm. I think Gaoke is going to win this. Sometimes harder to tell the disc, but nothing else. Looks like he's going back here for you a little bit. Max still going. Discs. Still looks like there's an advantage here for Gaoke. Power drop here AFK momentarily. Some reinforcements on the discs coming. Nothing else. Some masterminds coming down. Looks like Gaoke's going to take the lead here. Unless I've miscounted the disc numbers, but it looks like Gaoke, who was behind 4-1, may take the lead. Bottom left-hand side, genetic mutator goes down, which is pretty big. This means you can use the mutator now and push in, but it isn't going to matter anyway because he's already going to win the game. They're moving a mine up to the top side here. Here's Huiyu. So he'll get some gems. The miner count 1, 2, 3. Move a fourth one up here. So 4 for Huiyu. His opponent, which is Gaoke, facing orange. He's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One miner just trying to deploy now. So another miner comes out there. I believe he's a miner ahead Gaoke here, but the MCV move. Another one comes out there. Then he gets onto some gems as well. A couple of lashes coming out. Another war factory. There is pushing these lashes. He needs to be careful. He needs to match it. Yeah, so it's 4 lashes on the field in a minute. Now probably wants to engage with a fodder. Oh, these lashes doing work. Gets the mag out. It forces him to... He loses a lot of lashes there, actually, Huiyu. Considering his opponent was shooting the miner. That was a good trade there for Gaoke. Looked like both players kind of lost 4 lashes each, but he got a miner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miners there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Versus what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it looks like Gaoke's ahead here. 4 war factories versus 4. I could use these slaves to maybe walk around onto the radar. There's only 2 mags here for Gaoke. Huiyu should be able to win this fight. Just needs to juggle with his mags. A lot more mags now coming as reinforcements. He needs to click these. Oh, Gaoke's done really well there, considering he was very much out-magged. He did have some lashes in there, but it's done pretty well. Now Huiyu pushes through and wins that fight. Okay, we'll want to mine it here. Who undeploys it? And might be able to get 2 here. Chaos Drone is out. Nice control here from Huiyu. Oh, could get this mastermind. Oh, he opts to back out this time. So doesn't overcommit and gets what he wants and then leaves. And that's quite nice from Huiyu. What do we got though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 war factories maybe versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. No super weapons on the field just yet. Discs are coming now. Gaoke has 14k in the bank. Huiyu has around $500 to $1,000 sitting on roughly, trying to sort his miners out now. Another war factory for Gaoke. Huiyu is struggling with his eco. Trying to sort his miners. Gaoke's eco is starting to take a hit now. He was on 14k a second ago, now on around 9k. Losing them 2 miners, but knowing Gaoke, he'll probably just quickly rebuild them. Mastermind's trying to push forward, trying to get these mags. He does. He's trying to split on the left-hand side. Genetic mutator possibly going to go down here. This number, Mastermind's coming to reinforce, but these are already Mastermind controlled, so it can't be remasterminded, if that makes sense to speak. Can't be mind controlled. I think that's what I'm looking for. We'd like to see him send a miner onto these gems. There's still a decent amount of gems there. It's worth doing. Gaoke now on around 7k, Huiyu still only sitting on the few hundred. There's the move of the miners. Yes, they're being pumped. I'm going to split to the right, try for a miner. Maybe even 2. Difficult area to push in with this cannon here already out, and he'll put a second one. It's a difficult area to push into. Here we go. Got to get your masterminds in front, mags at the back, and disc covering in between. Yuri Prime is there as well. Not sure how much that's going to do. Another GAT cannon out. Mastermind's starting to get overloaded. There are a lot of discs here for Huiyu. Huiyu has disc numbers. Looks like he has the advantage. Dropping as well. And the tanks on the field is considerably in favour here of Huiyu. He is still pushing forward. And Gaoke does go down. This is 2 oils. This is a map that we don't have on CNC. I do like this map. I think I played rank 3 or rank 2 on a Rambo ladder and beat him here. Not sure who actually the guy is, but had some good games with him actually. Although I think that's probably the only time I've beat him. But I do have some good games. Yeah, oil, likewise, and likewise. Let's start with your gems as well. Not loads of ore on this map. probably like a medium amount. You see there's a good patches in here once you expand. But yeah, with the oils where they are, you can get quite early engagements on this map, even though it looks a decent size. It's with the oils, it makes it a bit shorter, a bit closer. Pretty open map, says MVP. Three war factories for Huiyu in purple. Gaoke has 4. He's moving his miners around. I think Huiyu just getting an extra little scout on the corners. See what comes out of the war factories. Battle Lab is up. So both players on a Battle Lab. Genetic mutator potentially being built for both players, unless they wanna wait and have a gat cannon ready to base walk. Bunker comes out, so Gaoke not building it just yet. We see the miners being moved now. Quite like Huyu's position here. I like the fact that he's got these gems down on this corner as well. He stretched all the way along. Gaoke's starting to walk towards him, brings out a disc. More miners coming out to the top side. He's now going to send them to the gems. Genetic mutator out for the green player in Gaoke. Trying to look for an opening potentially. Just see he's primed over this side now. He's seen it.
Disc in flight. There's only one in flight.
Oh, he's picked it up. He can just drop a miner, a mag on top of it. Trying to. Oh. Looks good. Okay for Huiyu. He was in a bit of trouble there. If he keeps that miner alive, he'll be really happy. Still keeping it alive. I don't know how he's managed to keep that miner alive, but he has done. And he's won that fight. That was really good value. He could keep this army on the left here, push into here, and then just group all his discs up and come through the middle. I know he could maybe use his gats and just come out there, but I think he should try to split things up and make things happen here, Huiyu. He's got a little bit of a lead here. Yuri Prime is out. Must have a slight lead from winning this engagement. Discs in fly. Who have we got in chat? Knife is here. Huiyu, he is a extremely strong S-class player, Chinese player. First time we've seen him on the channel, but he's been itching to come in for a while. Mine does go down eventually. Engagement now in the middle. Slight high ground might be an advantage here for Gaoke, so Gaoke in green. Huiyu does have the disc numbers. Cannon is out. Go down. Oh, he's wrapping around that cliff there. Needs to be careful. Needs to get your masterminds out in front. Juggle with your mags. Hope it all goes well. Push in. Huiyu looking strong here. They are being overloaded, the masterminds now, but he's clicking down. It looks like Huiyu might take this one, and he might go back in the lead. Not done just yet. Gat cannon comes out here. Lovely Gat cannon placement. 6-5. Well played, Huiyu. And of course, we have Mr. Big Butt in the chat. Currently is in Canada, I believe. And we're trying to get him in. We're trying to convince him. So we have Soviet versus Yuri this time. So in purple it is Gaoke. In the top right it is Huiyu. He's in the blue color. So Huiyu plays as Yuri. Gaoke plays as Soviet. Start with a power tech plant and also an oil for both these players as well. I'm going to wall the power, which is a good idea. And Huiyu looking to anti-scout where possible. May stop the dogs coming into here, but he can still scout this area. He can probably run his dog through there anyway. Brute coming for Huiyu. He's looking to scout himself. War Factory is out. War Factory comes down to this side. So we'll get a full scout of his base. Drone comes out. Should come straight across to the Brute. It will. Initiate coming down on the bottom side to try and get a scout as well. Yeah, I'm not very good at pronouncing names, full stop, to be honest. NG is out. Radar is out as well. This miner is mining ore at the minute, so a mistake here from Gaoke. There is a tower potentially available. I think once you had started to see this happen, you potentially would have built one or forced out. Keeps the flak alive for now. Although this rhino hasn't gone down yet. Could send the flak onto the gap. And then use the drone. Gats will be a gat will lose to a flak. Although the gat can range. Top side. Oh, it does sell it. Oh, it's going to come in time, isn't it? Does kill the NG. Force the end deploy and forces a sell on the barracks. Not the worst there for Huiyu. Could have been worse. Deso walking. I'd like to see a barracks here. Barracks either side. The flak goes down. They're still not mined all of these gems.
Disc in flight.
Deso deploys.
Disc in flight.
Going to move 2 miners here to the gems. Really nice. Push up on the top left-hand side on the miner. Should prime this and try to get a mastermind out. Have a tower ready as well, potentially. Both super weapons on the field for the Soviet player. Nothing yet for Yuri. A second mastermind coming now. Battle lab. Full shield used. Backs are coming across now. Going on the War Factory. Does get it. Is there a tower to come? There's a tower. Gets an elite disc. Does lose a War Factory and the Battle Lab. miner, very weak. Mag is coming in a mastermind. We should be able to get a miner in time. Does he? Grinds are overload. There is no grinder available. Oh, does he overload it? I don't think he's got the rhinos now. It means he can just click the flags. We'll keep that alive, and does get a lot of units there. Get mine controlled and then gets taken care of. Left hand side, nothing going on just at the moment. Gaoke looking to even things up. I'm curtain on the field in 1 minute game time. Drones have been loaded, but there is a gap there. Nice, Tesla. Very nice. Rhino's looking to come on the left-hand side.
Disc in flight.
He wants the IC drones here for sure. He wants to... When you do this, you want to number your IC drones as possible. Send them to as much as you can in terms of different groups of army that the Yuri player may have. Make sure you're clicking on the masterminds. All things that someone like Gaoke will know. The grinder comes out, so it does get some money back from them units, and with the drone as well, it'll give you an extra 500. Once just get in there on that miner there. The lash has been loaded this time. A few lashes are in there. Nuclear missile is ready now. Engagement here, flags at the back. Let's come to the 2 war factories on the left hand side. Took my spacebar too early. The 2 war factories on the left hand side go down. Leaves them still on 3. That would have been a huge target if you would have hit it. Obviously, potential of a 4 shield. I see drones have been popped. Welcome, Gus. Mastermind out. 2 masterminds. Oh, this could be really good. Trying to push in here. There's a black can now preempted. Got both of these. Still no super weapon for Huiyu. Feels like this is going to be Gaoke's game. Or the oil would be nice. Is there a 4 shield? I'm not sure. There is a 4 shield. Well played. Nice click down. I think this is going to be the end. Not sure how Huiyu can win this game from this position. Going to move the MCV over to these gems as well. I like that from Gaoke. Dominator now out. Still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 war factories. Huiyu has 4k in the bank as well. Not completely out of this yet. How's your day been, Gus? You keeping well? MCV, no 4 shield this time. I'd be disappointed to lose the MCV like that. Mastermind goes down. Split of rhinos coming onto the right hand side. So it needs to prime for a mastermind there. Sells off that grinder. Eco is going to struggle. This is pretty good though, that MCV kill, because there was no refinery here. And Gaoke has 9k in the bank. There are a lot of rhinos here. Here comes the nuke. Gets the oil, which is pretty big. I'm surprised that nuke was able to hit that oil from here. Sort of hit in there, but still able to reach the oil. That's nice. Here comes the siege choppers. What wins in a fight? A siege chopper or a disc? Well, this is an issue. This is an issue. Mag comes out, just dies instantly. Oh, that mag though. Let's look at the mag. Oh my god. Oh, it doesn't quite get that other one. I don't think it's going to matter. Drones come in. Iron Curtain is ready as well. This is game. Right hand side is Huiyu. He plays as Yuri. Top left hand side is Gaoke as the Sove. 6-6. Three miners. Double War Factory here for Gaoke. Quite common on Dorado Descent. 2 War Factory open is normally what you see. Sometimes you may play it different because you're playing against Yuri, so Soviet may want the radar before the second War Factory, but we'll place a nice ref into here. Then I think he'll go for the radar. Maybe the flak and the deso will come as well. And there's the ref. Let's see what he goes for next. Goes for another War Factory. There's the radar. Battle Lab already up for the Yuri player.
Disc in flight. Disc in flight.
3 War Factories pushing in on the miners here. May get a miner. Possibly has a tower coming, so it doesn't probably want to push any further. There's the mastermind. The miner, for the minute, just pulled back. There is a mag. We'll get 1 miner. It's going to overload this. Yeah, really difficult. Flaks just don't kill flaks very quick. Let's get a mastermind there. Is there a grinder? There is a latcher coming there to help him. And start clicking. Needs to click fast on the right hand side. Tower does come out. Gets 3 rhinos. Flaks eventually do overload. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 miners on the patch here. And we have 3 miners there, 7. 7 miners versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 War Factories for So. 5 War Factories for Yuri. Iron Curtain about to be ready now. 30-second game time away. Wing says wreck. Split up onto the top side. There is a drone there. He doesn't want to lose the Iron Curtain. There's the force shield. Mastermind's pop. Lasher. And another lasher. Trying to see if he can force the Iron Curtain here, but I don't think he should. Yeah, we're just trying to see what he could force. Here comes more mags and gats and a couple of lashes. There's still a mastermind there, but she's probably going to IC here and just take care of this army here and make Huiyu start again. But there is 5k in the bank for Gaoke, and Huiyu is broke. Okay, his build. The movements and minus at the bottom left. Oh, apologies if you heard that. This being forced back. 2 miners over here. There's just one mastermind. There is a lot of flax, a lot of rhinos. Gotta run like crazy with this mastermind. Needs to start clicking down where possible, but trying to juggle with the mags as well. Really difficult. Another mastermind coming in as well. Doing really well here though. Well, you did pretty well there considering. Thinned out a lot of that army. There's the rhinos. Needs to be careful his rhino doesn't go to elite. And a miner or two going to go down here. Nothing else going on. Looking good for Gaoke. One, two, three, four, 5 war factories. Huiyu has just been broke for so long. Losing 2 miners there. What does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 6 miners now for 5 war factories. This is Yuri's Revenge, and we know how Yuriko is a little bit easier to manage on Yuri's Revenge, but not at this point. Not this much. And he wants a grinder as well, because at least he could get some. There we go. There we go. So at least he gets some money back now, and now he goes at 8k because he had to grind them units. There's a big difference. He was broke then. Got IC droned. Grinded his units and now has 9k. It's a big difference. But look at this, boys and girls. An elite rhino as well from cleaning that miner up on the left-hand side. He's expanded as well. We're going to get a ref there. It's going to be juicy. There is a mag. This is a matter of time before Gaoke retakes the lead. I think the winning play here for Huiyu, if there's a way he could do it, would probably be in 5 minutes' time, and he has to hope he lands a great dominator. I mean, he could kill 3 war factories off, but would still leave him with 3 anyway. But I guess trying to dominate something like that, I think that's the only way. He's got 5 minutes until that's ready anyway, but he needs to grind. He needs to grind. He needs to grind. He needs to grind. He can grind some flax up here and get loads of cash, but there is so many. Oh my god, look how many there is. You got to pull that off. You could have just had a grinder come in and just pop it there or something, just some fortune. And looking to end the game. All the lines across the screen you can see. There are masterminds there, and he is right on top of a grinder. Oh, has he overcommitted here, Gaoke? He's throwing away loads of flax to the grinder, but he's still right in his base here. Iron Curtain is ready as well. And War Factory goes down, Battle Lab goes down. That's game. Nothing else going on over here. He's expanded.
Player defeated.
Oldest peak. Yuri versus Soviet. So it is Yuri again of Huiyu is on the bottom as yellow as Yuri. Top side is Gaoke as Soviet. There is no radar, so no deso. And the initiate is walking up to the top side, trying to get scout. It does go past the Connies. Refinery comes down here now. Black just trying to harass. This miner didn't finish mining all the gems. What was that about? A Connie. I wonder if he thought there was an engine there and he's almost trolled him by just dropping out one Connie. Radar now out. Connie's coming on the right hand side. This was the early Connies to counter the brew, but can just come and sit them there and just try to stop the slaves from working. Just be annoying again. Looking to build down is Gaoke. Lasher coming. Make on the right hand side. Needs to just be careful of this. There are desos coming. Maybe it's a reach there. I don't know if you can reach the battle lab from there. Miners have been moved. And Gaoke in red. Looking to build his iron curtain, and there it is.
Disc in flight. Disc in flight.
His miner going back to work now. There are a couple of discs. A couple of mags, gap, and a lasher. Pushing him here on the left hand side. There's a mastermind coming. He'll try to get this miner before. The Deso has been deployed. Mastermind forcing the rhinos back. Iron Curtain 1 minute game time away. Three war factories. 2 war factories here for the Sovin Gaoke. Iron Curtain is popped. He needs to get this mastermind pretty quick. And gets it just in time there. Siege choppers are there helping as well. There is a lab. Just see the forced to come back. Needs to be careful of the Iron Curtain. There is no force shield. Needs to get over there and defend his Iron Curtain. Gets it. Rhinos for free. You want some free rhinos? There you are, have them. Ooh, so it looked like it was a good spell there for Gaoke, but Huiyu then coming out the better managed to get the Iron Curtain, turn over a few rhinos and control them himself. 2 masterminds here. There is no mag, which is a shame because it would be pretty strong here on the cliff. A Dominator for Huiyu. Has to rebuild the Balaban, has to rebuild the Iron Curtain. Does get the mastermind, that's nice. Moving the MCV. Iron Curtain is back on the field up here. Oh, might get caught here in a really crap place with the siege choppers. Does click them down. They're very good. Siege choppers. MCV needs to be deployed. 2 minutes and 20 seconds approximately for both of these players before their super weapons are ready. So it is an Iron Curtain of Huiyu, who's on 16k, and it is an Iron Curtain of the red player, which is Gaoke. Huyu's eco is really well. Doesn't seem like he has a great deal of minus either. Mastermind coming on the left hand side. Needs to deploy. Dominator goes down. Looks like he took a battle lab and maybe a war factory. Definitely a ref was there. IC drones have come. Oh my god, the Dominator. Gets the Dominator. And if he clicked the force shield, as you see the power was offline, but just as it went down, you're now going to re-engage. Stuff going on the left hand side there. Sound like a Mastermind was overloaded there as well. An elite siege chopper does get the oh, both super weapons going down. Does have this expansion on the left hand side. Hard to know really who's winning this game at the moment. What do we think? Good value from the siege choppers though, yeah. Very good value from the siege choppers. A lot of drones here on the field. It's one of these games where Yuri is got his miners in some good position. He's got units on the field. Or turnover here. Just pushing these up the field. Rhino coming. War factory. Battle lab doesn't want to lose the battle lab and lose a force shield as well. Iron Curtain put on the left hand side. It's building these masterminds quick as well. Another war factory going to go down here. Now they're just left with some gats. Needs to get these blacks up here though. And he quits. Here we go. What's this? Game number 15. Yuri versus Soviet. So let's check who's who. We have the left hand side. We have the orange player, which is Huiyu this time. He's at Soviet. And the right hand side is Gaoke of Yuri. The Soviet versus Yuri is Huiyu in the orange. The winner of this one will go to match point. Brute does get a scout. Nice control with the gap. This shit's on the top side of AFK at the moment, but nothing really can take that. There is no target. Probably it's a defensive paradrap, isn't it? Of course. There's an interesting placement for a defensive paradrap. Sentry comes. Miner comes out of the war factory. Power drop this time, an aggressive one. Oh, nice. Nice map awareness there. Takes a power. Nice map awareness. Power drop up from this side there. This time, I think there's a Deso in it this time. And that will be nice as well. Oh, it doesn't deploy. So frustrating. That would have been a huge Deso. Of course, as a cannon. That would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miners AFK for a good 15 seconds. would have really impacted his eco. Iron Curtain about to be built for Huiyu. Gaoke in pink here as the Yuri player. A refinery gonna come. An Iron Curtain about to be on the field for Huiyu. Winner of this will be on match point, boys and girls. Trying to engage here. Oh, nice drop. Very nice drop indeed. Dropping it there on the lasher. He wants to get this mag up there, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to do so. Get the mag up there without him to drop it. Yeah, it does do well there for you. Does stop it. Battle Lab is out. There's a lot of lashes, gats, a couple of mags in this. There is a Chaos Drone to counter these Desos. Both super weapons on the field for Huiyu, and also his Iron Curtain is ready in 40 seconds. Going to Iron Curtain here. Thing is, he's going to get a lot of value with these rhinos, and the scary thing here is you give your opponent a chance to get veteran elites because he's going to gobble up so many units here. It does force him right back. It's okay. It wasn't the worst there for the Yuri player, the Iron Curtain. Mag trying to drop. Doesn't get anything in the end, unfortunately. Chaos Drone gets a Rhino momentarily. Also do some chip damage there. Needs some flax. Turning into drones here. One flak cannon is all. Drones coming out there. Do getting some value there. Trying to get that mine on the top side. Deso doing work. Pop, pop, pop. Gets a miner. Huiyu under pressure here. So Yuri player is being able to get some value early on here. Connie's being spammed as well. I like that. Black cannon is out. Could just put one on it. Just going to come straight onto the nuke. Unfortunately, not going to get it and wastes his 3 discs there for no value. Diving on a war factory? That's not the play. Gaoke just maybe getting a little bit greedy there. Sorry, my cat was at the door. Zaslan, have you been with us the whole time? Zaslan back in the chat. Drone's getting some value. Mastermind, this one keeps alive. Does keep one mastermind alive, and the second one keeps alive as well. Gap there doing some work. Mag trying to drop these rhinos. Nuclear missile. And it gets 2 war factories. Doesn't quite get a third. The lines don't look quite so good at the moment, seeing it like this. He quits. So bottom left hand side it is Huiyu, and versus top right hand side is Gaoke. Yuri versus Yuri. Huiyu looking to win the series. sponsored show match. And sounds like there's a lot of hype around Huiyu, and this is the first time we've seen him. You can see he's a very good player. Very good indeed. See if they try to, how quick they try to push a second war factory here. Second war factory, yeah. So both players opting for the same build. Yuri versus Yuri. Generally the meta now is mass war factory, mass miners. We see the Yuri versus Yuri has kind of changed over the last couple of years. It used to, sometimes when you play Yuri versus Yuri players, it used to be more of a race for the genetic mutator get over to the battle lab, but the Chinese play definitely is war factories and miners early game. They're quite comfortable to allow their player to tech up before them. Definitely of late, this has become a lot more common. Not to say it didn't happen before, where players mass war factories and miners at the start. Of course it did, but it seems a lot more the current meta. 3 war factories and a radar. 2 war factories here. Huiyu now gets his radar. So this is a nice push on the miners there, though. I like this from Gaoke. He's moved his miners. Does lose some time mining, but gets the gems, gets extra patches. This looks good for Gaoke. Not sure Huiyu can push this with just 1 mag. Battle Lab is now up. 1, 2 miners. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. I think we have 10. Versus 1, 2 on the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 war factories versus 4. Moves to this miner. Gats obviously on there can counter the slaves. 2 masterminds on the field. Battle Lab is up now. Mass Gats and mag for Huiyu. Genetic mutate on the field for Gaoke. Gaoke looking to take this to a final game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 war factories now. No mutator here for who? Just wonder, Huiyu hasn't opted for his mutator. Now he's not going to get loads of brutes because of the fact that his mines are so well spread out, but it's still going to be a nice eco boost unless he uses them put with his army and then push. Can't be mind controlled, of course. There they are, big eco boost coming. Gaoke in a good position here. Discs are being pumped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 war factories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying for that mine, I will get it. Gets a miner as well. He's a bit out tanked here. Doing some work here with the mags. A couple of mags did some decent work there. Mags now coming in to counterbalance. A lot of this there for Gaoke. A lot of this. Nothing else I can see going on. Gaoke looking to win this one. Reinforcements are coming. Overloading. Looking good for Gaoke. I'm almost certain he's going to win this. There we go. I'm going to go to a match point, I believe. Gaoke is pushing him right back. Still in the game for now. That's a big disc lead. And there are a couple of mags at the back there as well. Yep. Both players struggling with their eco now massively. Oh, he picks up the miner's move now.
Player defeated.
Here we go, we're over to match point just as Doofus joins the chat. It is Soviet versus Soviet. It is Huiyu on the bottom left hand side. He plays in pink. He goes up against Gaoke in yellow as well as Soviet as well. 4 of Egypt, Soviet versus Soviet. Match point. Match point for both these players. We haven't seen a Soviet versus Soviet yet in this series as well. So it's the first time both players been switching between Yuri and Soviet. And Mr. Doof, who has been hosting the boys over in Netherlands for the TwitchCon. We hope all of them had a good weekend. I'm sure lots of alcohol was drunk. I'm sure. And yeah, I guess the tournament for Doofus, the Beast Modes tournament will continue. MJ is stuck. So Huiyu opts for a drone, and Gaoke doesn't. And he goes for a rhino behind it. He's retrieved all his dogs back from the early scout, so obviously the play here will be to drone the miner, bring the rhino in with it. Behind us is he's going rhinos, so going to hit the gems. This is it's annoying because he has his drone sat here. He's going to lose. He's nothing he can do here in this situation. He's out tanked, and there's also a drone there as well. He has no fodder against someone who does have fodder. Kind of just has to say, okay, I'll have a 2 miner lead, but I'll lose my gems. Up to 5 miners now. Double war factory here. He's going to get a 3rd miner shortly with a ref there. Brings a miner now out, but yeah, does kill off them. Kind of surprised he's not stayed there. I mean, he could also... He's got miners behind that. I just wonder if he could have kept with the rhinos and maybe looked to engage even. Does kill off about half the gems, which is really nice and really important. So miners, 5 miners, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miners a piece now. Incredible how he's leveled with him on miners and war factories, but killed off half of his gems. Brings a miner out from the war factory. Huiyu looking to win this series. But Gaoke will have something to say about this, I'm sure. Plays in yellow. We're all tied at 8-8. We obviously started this at 1-1. We missed the first opening couple of games. Huiyu went into an early 4-1 lead though. Gaoke fought back and went 5-4 up. Series has swung back and forward 3 war factories versus 2. But a radar here for Huiyu, so a different style in build. And we know the radar with the desos on this map really, really good. Nice, dude. Very nice. Rick made me laugh. I just thought that message. Two and a half hours we're in some long sessions on streaming recently. These Chinese guys, they don't play best of 9s, best of 11s. No chance. If they're doing it properly. Thank you, Zas. Well, yeah, Doofus is next. I think that's what you meant, actually. Well, we'll be straight over to Raiden Doofus, keeping the games. Doofus, who have we got coming in the beast mode? I'm sure it's a beast mode, or is it just a show match? Rhino's coming down on the bottom side here. A lot of Connie's out, and also Desi's going to engage it. And Gaoke with some bad path and just momentarily got caught around here in a string. Ref placement comes up here as well. We know this is Tour of Egypt. We also sometimes see siege choppers up here. Boris is on the cliff. A lot of Desos here. A Battle Lab is out. Nuclear Reactor is out. There's 3 war factories versus 5. And that's because obviously one player is going for Iron Curtain and one player is mass producing on the Rhinos. A sick one comes out. It has 4.5k. And can be different. Oh, what has he done there? Add some of that. Desolate yourself. Why not? Why win easy? Why not desolate yourself and still try to win? See, chopper up on the cliff. Now gets a little bit of chip damage. Drones come in there. So there is one Deso alive still. He's in trouble here though, Huiyu. I think Gaoke hasn't deployed this yet. Still hasn't deployed it. Still not deployed a Deso. Could get the tail end. There we go. Nice Deso this time. That's better. That's all you got to do. If you build Desos, you've got to Deso your opponent's tanks, not yourself. Siege Chopper was annoying up there, though. Just chipping away at some chip damage. We'll deploy again. We'll try to deploy again. We'll get a flak. Iron Curtain's about to be ready. Huiyu has held on there well, and he's got 10-second game time until his Iron Curtains are ready. He can push right down the throat of his opponent here. Pushing the Rhinos to the back. Gaoke in a poor position here. Huiyu should be pushing forward here. He wants to force this Iron Curtain as far up the field as he can. He does now. He now says, okay, I'm going to push up the field. And wants this Iron Curtain up the field. Doesn't want to be doing it in a defensive position. He's going to IC drones, it looks like, here. Surely, I mean, the miners are, of course, an option, but he probably wants to thin out this army a little bit. Legend versus Marco. Who are them noobs? Service Depot has come out, but he's pushing up on the miners on the top side. Huiyu looking to win this series. Going to bring some miners down the bottom side, try and split. The drones keep him busy, gets the rep as well. There's a war factory there. Just ignore that cannon, get on with the war factory. Pushing up on the top side. Doesn't want to overcommit here. Gear up is coming. Is he going to get one more miner? He does. Comes back now. Still sounds like there's a drone in there somewhere. There we go. Blacks are coming. Building at a pretty big speed. The rep is what he wants. I would have probably fancied myself just to drive past that and come straight onto the rep. Yeah, I think I would have took my chances there and drove past and went straight onto the rep. I think if he would have done that, he would have got it, and that would have been a huge rep. Would have forced him to rebuild that. No MCB. There's a set on that. Great Deso there again, just keeping him back. May gobble up one there. Boys again. And this is a fully garrisoned pyramid here. Oh, if he can deploy Deso again here. If he can deploy it again, he quits. Huiyu wins the series. Do first get yourself alive. I need to shoot. Thank you, Mr. Rick. Stay with us, guys. We'll get the raid straight over there. You don't need to do anything on your screen. Semi-finals. There we go. Send you over Deuce. Well played to both the players. Huiyu with a 9-8 win. Doofus is live now for Marco versus Legend, the semi-finals.